Glad to have you with us from Delaware Stadium. It's the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the Delaware Blue Hens. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Delaware's head coach told me before the game he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Jacksonville State's offense has the ball first today. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number one for the squad.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. What a weapon to be able to extend a play like that, and they stop him just a few inches short of the first down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Blue Hens offense will now get its first chance with the football. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's certainly run his way well into contention, David.
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to be a running back to impact the game this much. Consistently, week in, week out, take the physical pounding and still be elite. Finishing this season will go a long way to deciding whether he wins the Heisman, but so far, Palmer, I've been impressed.
Man, the durability is just something to behold. And when you think back to former Heisman winners at the position, especially at Alabama, guys like Mark Ingram or Derrick Henry, that's what those guys had as well. They seemed to get better as games went on, but they also got better as the season went on, and that's what this guy's doing now.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. First possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
Like a cornerback, he was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Under fire. Working that left side now. On the sweet spin, and he's free. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Right on the money. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. There he goes. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job. Nice. That is a win.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This quarterback was having some going on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now, when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that.
Caught, and he's got room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
possession, you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute, nice.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gentry. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish strong. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. Could be an alley. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now throws it deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Roberts. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle.
The field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Could not make his way to the corner. Had the completion on the last play, but they didn't get any yards, so it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Slings it downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Makes the grab. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's and 1.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Makes the grab on the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go right back to it. There's a crease. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Silver.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Hens. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space. And he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter.
Number 39, set to advance on the football.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Jacksonville State's offense comes out ready to start this drive. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Off-play action on first down. That's reeled in. It's Gentry. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Handoff from the shotgun. Nice move there. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're
intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
Back to pass on second down. Rushes on him. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gentry. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Wants to throw it again. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously...
He'll try to do it himself. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Coming out of the locker room, the Gamecocks head coach told me, guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Motion from the back. The run inside. It's Miles. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Blue Hens send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Jacksonville State sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but
He's loose. He's at the 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
In the red area, it's Savage. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Pressure coming. On the run, fires downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your...